Good evening, everyone. We are holding right now Wednesday, April 20th. Wednesday evening. It is a mere perhaps less than 2 days, but I would say 2 days away from a major snowstorm, which will be affecting not only North Dakota and Montana, but even portions of South Dakota, which includes the Black Hills. We have an upper level low moving into the Wyoming area. That's going to be responsible for a surface low that's going to make its way into central South Dakota and deepen rapidly. The snow will be heavy and wet. Snowfall accumulations of 6 to 18 inches are forecasted, especially for parts of Montana. Much of the area is under a winter storm watch. Snowfall accumulations of over a foot for the Black Hills in South Dakota. There's also chances for tornadoes even in North Dakota, the southeast portions of North Dakota, but chances are there's just going to be some strong thunderstorms, possibly severe, but there is some wind shear in some of these storms that's expected to develop. This is in response to a hot air mass, summer air mass clashing with a winter air mass. Temperatures going into the mid-90s for North Platte, Nebraska. That's Nebraska, North Platte, Nebraska, Friday afternoon, breaking the old record of the low 90s, 92 degrees. Temperatures in the 80s might even make its way all the way up into South Dakota. That's the exact same state we just spoke about. That's going to be getting more than a foot of snow in the Black Hills. We have those 80s pushing up into South Dakota, and we have this potential blizzard. Well, we're not holding at the warning criteria yet, only because it's more than 48 hours out. Granted, the very beginning of the precipitation is less than 48 hours out. It starts really Thursday night, Friday morning. That's light precipitation. National Weather Service says perhaps up to 2 inches, but maybe not even that. It's really the Friday night through Sunday morning time frame, and really on Shabbos, that's really when the precipitation rates are really going to pick up. There's also the possibility for some freezing rain, possibly some ice. Temperatures are a little bit warmer this time around than last week, so that's creating some complications in the forecast. That's part of the reason why freezing rain has been introduced into the forecast, and that's also why there's a bigger struggle in figuring out where that rain snow line is going to be and where exactly the freezing rain is going to set itself up, which it will be happening in the transition zone. But areas in West North Dakota, especially Northwest North Dakota, those areas seem pretty safe that it would be an all snow situation, especially during the heavier precipitation rates due to dynamic cooling. We spoke about how when you have light precipitation rates this time of the year, even if temperatures are under 32, the solar insolation is just so strong that it could actually change the precipitation from snow to rain, says the Duluth, Minnesota National Weather Service. It would be interesting to check up on that storm that was forecasted to hit areas just to the northeast of Duluth today, 6 to 10 inches. That was a possibility today that the solar insolation would be causing the precipitation, the snow, to change over to rain, perhaps. And that created some question in regards to the final snowfall accumulations. The amount of water equivalent that's going to be falling in the South Dakota, North Dakota areas between 1 to 2 inches. 1 to 2 inches of water, 1 to 2 inches of rain. So there's a lot of hazards going on here. We have thunderstorms. Right now, they think near blizzard conditions because of the wet snow. If the snow would be dry and powdery, those wind gusts are going to be phenomenal. Whiteout conditions all the way. But it's a heavy, wet snow. So right now, the thinking is that it's going to remain just below the blizzard criteria. But as the National Weather Service office, I think in Montana, has pointed out, the forecasts are changing daily in terms of the snowfall accumulations and in terms of the snowfall in general. So if the snow is heavy enough, there obviously would be a blizzard warning. If you have the whiteout conditions, the strong wind gusts, you have all of that. And I just want to point out that that's going to be the third or fourth snowstorm within a week for the Dakotas. Within 10 days for the Dakotas. That includes the blizzard last week, the 8-inch storm that happened earlier this week. I don't know what to do with Thursday night and Friday morning system, whether we count that or not. Then you have Friday night into Sunday morning. Bismarck, North Dakota has already broke a record for the most snow ever recorded in April of 21.9 inches. The old record's 21.8 inches. We'll see what's going to happen after this weekend. It's really just amazing. Totally amazing. I should get imagery for this. Put it on YouTube and you could see some of those pictures. Future podcasts that I hope to update on is in regards to those 90s hitting North Platte, Nebraska on Friday, and in regards to what the Shabbos temperatures are going to be over there, and also the Shabbos temperatures for many of the Midwest cities, such as Des Moines, Iowa, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Chicago, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, all these places, South Bend, Indiana, 70s, maybe even warmer, maybe 80s. But the places down south, it will be interesting to see what those Friday temperatures are going to be. Will they be able to make the entire 2-day Yontif a warm, pleasurable experience? Or is it only going to be one day? And the East Coast, they might have to wait until Sunday. That's something that might need some investigation. My hunch is that Cincinnati would have a warm Friday as well, but we'll have to keep that. We'll have to update that. Thank you for listening. Have a good Moed, everyone. Good night.